Jedi here. Yep, Jedi is back from the abyss. Andy's gone back to hiding in the closet somewhere, and Jedi is back in the flesh, okay? This is going to be a video game addict quiz. This is a response to Solid Sneak 228. He sent a video response to Anthony's fat loss tips, okay? And these questions are pretty much like this is like a 30 set of 30 questions, and pretty much this tests how much of a video game addict you are. And this is how it's based, okay? This is how many times you answer yes. If you answer 10 to 15 times yes out of these 30 questions, you play only a few video games. If you answer 16 to 22 times yes, then you have a video game problem. And if you answer 23 to 30 times yes, then you're a gaming junkie. Okay? So that's how the grading scale works on this. Okay? Alright, so let's get into this, shall we? And these questions are really, really good. And I really like a lot of these questions. A lot of these questions, some people haven't really asked me before, so I kind of want to answer some of these questions. You know, I just think it'd be a pretty cool thing to do. So alright, let's get into this, shall we? Let's shall. Alright. First question: do you collect vintage video game systems? Yes, I do. Even some of the bad ones I collect. Like especially if they really interest me. Like if I even got like I rebought back my Sega CD. I sold my Sega CD a couple like 7 or 8 years ago, and I just rebought back my Sega CD about 6 months ago, and I just been enjoying that. I also rebought the Sega 32X, even though that was a horrible system. I'm thinking about getting a TurboGrafx 16 so I can play that, because I never actually owned a TurboGrafx 16 when I was a kid. So I actually want to experience the actual system. I mean, I do like the virtual console, but I actually want to experience the actual legit systems. So that is a yes for me. Second question: if video games for adults? To some degree, yes. I'm going to say yes on that. But it depends on the target audience of the game. You know what I'm saying? It depends on like what the game's aimed for, what audience it's aimed for. But I do believe that most video games nowadays in this current generation are geared towards adults. So I'm going to say yes on that too. So that's 2, that's yes. 3, do you have thumb pad calluses on your thumbs? Yes, I do. I have one right there on the base of the thumb, right there. I have one right there from just me from hitting the A button or the B button or the square button or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? It's there. So yeah. Do you own the same game for different gaming platforms? Yes, I do. I own a bunch of them. I own Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. I also own Mega Man X4 for the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. I also own Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the 360 on the Live Arcade and on the legit Genesis cart. I think I own Capcom vs. SNK 2 and Capcom vs. SNK 2 EO on the Xbox for PS2 and Xbox. I own both of those, so I do. So that is a yes for me. Next question is: have you ever brought a video game system on vacation? Yes, I have. When I went down to when I was little, when I went down to Ocean City down Eastern Shore, I took my Sega Genesis with me. I took a little 13-inch little white TV that I had. I brought that with me, and then I took my Sega Genesis with me, and I brought that and I played that like whenever I was inside the condo, and I used to just play that because, as you know, I wasn't very active when I was a kid, you know. So pretty much like most of the time I was in there playing the Sega Genesis, even though I did go on the beach a bit, but I didn't really spend a lot of time on there. So I did bring my Sega Genesis on that, so that is a yes. Are you a person that waits in line for a video game release at midnight? No, I'm not, because most times if it's a game that I'm like, if I want to really get, I just pre-order it, you know what I'm saying, then when it comes in, I go to like EB Games or GameStop, you know, and then I just get it then, so that's a no for me. Can you go a week without playing a video game? I could if I put my mind to it. If I really tried, I probably could. So I'm going to go with probably yes on that. But probably right now, I'm not going to, because like I would get bored off my ass because there's really nothing to do at my house besides playing video games right now. So I'm going to go with yes on that. Next question is: have you ever lost a girl or a boy due to video game playing? No, I have not, because pretty much all my previous relationships that I've had, pretty much we've always had the same thing in common. We've always liked video games. We've always liked anime. You know, so that's never really been an issue. Usually, whenever whenever that person would come over, we would play multiplayer games. We would play like something on the PS2 or something like that, on the PlayStation or something like that. or the GameCube. You know what I'm saying? We always would play something multiplayer, like Super Smash Brothers or something like that. You know, so that's never really actually been an issue. Next question: have you ever been late to an important event due to the fact that you had to finish one more level? Yes, I have. I've been late to school a couple of times. I was late to school, even though I didn't care about school at the time. I was late for a doctor's appointment because I didn't know what the doctor's appointment was. I thought I was later than what it was, and then I come to find out I was late 30 minutes or something like that. So that is definitely a yes for me. Have you ever lost a day to a new video game? I think what I mean by, I think I know what this means is that, I think what it is that, have you ever, like, by playing a new game, have you ever actually just sat in your room all day to play just to play that game? Yes, I have. I did that with Mega Man X4 when I first got it for the PS1. I did that when Final Fantasy VIII when it first came out. I did that with a couple of Super Nintendo games. I did that with Mega Man Powered Up when I got on the PSP because I'm a big Mega Man fan. I did that. I bought it that Saturday. I spent all Saturday in my room playing it. So definitely yes. That's a yes for me. Next question is, have you ever used a walkthrough? Yes, I have, but I try not to use them because I try to figure out the stuff myself because I'm trying to become more of a better video game player. I'm trying to become more experienced. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out on my own. So I have used a walkthrough, but I try not to. Next question is, have you ever written or contributed to a walkthrough? No, I have not, because I just never really had the time or effort to do it. Next question is, do you even know what a walkthrough is? Yes, I do. It's pretty much a step-by-step, of how to beat the game, pretty much. Next question is, do you watch the Video Game Awards? No, I don't, like I said before, I don't really watch that much TV that much. And also, I think it's got too much celebrities on there. It's got too much of that, like, celebrities, and it's got the paparazzi. It's got too much glamour and bullshit on there. I'm not really into that kind of crap, really, to be honest. Do you have more online multiplayer friends than real world ones? Yes, I do. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. It's the truth, though, but hey, at least I'm being honest about it. Next question is, have you ever downloaded, burned, or played a foreign release game? Yes, I have. I've downloaded some PlayStation 1 games I've downloaded with my PS1. I can play backups. I've done that with my Saturn. I've done that with some PS2 games as well. So definitely, I downloaded some like anime-based games, like the Cowboy Bebop game on the PlayStation. I downloaded that. I downloaded some of the other Saturn import classics, some of the rare obscure fighters like the Astro Superstars. I downloaded Symphony of the Night Saturn version of that. I put that onto a CDR, so yes, that's a yes for me. Next question is, have you ever installed or bought and installed a mod chip? Yes, I have. This baby right here has a mod chip installed right in this baby right here. Definitely worth it if you're gonna play a lot of imports. Definitely worth it. Best thing for PlayStation. PlayStation's got a load of imports too, so that's definitely a good thing. Next question is, does one more level mean up team more levels? Yes, most times yes. Like, especially when I'm into a game, especially when I get really into the game and I just psych myself out to the point that I cannot like take my eyes off it. Then yes, I pretty much like I have to play the game until either I get pissed off at the game and I stop playing for a while, or like I have to or pretty much like till like I get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So the next question is, have the people that are close to you talked about the amount of time you spend playing video games? No, not really actually, because really the people around me know I play a lot of video games, so it's never really been an issue. They already, like, since they know from me from childbirth, they know that I've always played a lot of video games. So that's never really been an issue. So, nah, that's a no for me. Are you planning to take this test multiple times to get a higher score? Nah, I'm just trying to be as honest as I can, you know. I'm just trying to really just answer as honestly as possible. Next one is, have you ever thrown or attended a party that was basically a bunch of people playing video games? Yes, I have. I've attended a few friends' houses before, where pretty much we just play fighting games all day. We would play Capcom vs. K, Marvel vs. Capcom, Tekken. We play Virtua Fighter. We play like Super Smash Brothers. You know, we play a lot of those games. Really, we have like a little tournament with like 8 people or something like that. We play. Sometimes I used to go over to this church or whatever. Like it's kind of like a community center type deal, and we used to just have a game room and all that. We used to just face each other. We play wrestling games on there. We play like some of the SmackDown games. We play like some of the other stuff. We play like Street Fighter. You know, it was some good times back around. I think it was like back in middle school, high school. You know, that was one thing I did like. That's one thing I did enjoy in my younger years anyway. Are movie based on video games better than video games based on movies? No. Especially nowadays, because video game movies based on video games. No, I fucked it up. Video games that are based on movies have gotten better. Like games like the ones like Batman Begins and Team MT. You know what I'm saying? They're not terrible games, but they're still pretty decent. You know, they're not like outstanding, but they're still pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? They're satisfying enough. You know what I'm saying? They're still like, they get the job done. You know, they're good for what they are. So and you know my feelings on video game based movies. Do you play video games most of the day? On the days that I'm off, yes I do. On the days that I'm off, like if I'm like today or whatever, like today I'm off, okay? And today I will just pretty much, like if I ain't got nothing to do or if I ain't got no errands to run for people, pretty much I will sit in my room and I will play like my Xbox, or I play like my PS3, or I play like my old systems. I play those games, you know, so definitely that's a yes for me. Do you run or contribute to a video game website? I do to some extent. I do contribute to GameSpot to some extent, because I used to write reviews for GameSpot. I'm Jedi 1 on GameSpot. I used to write reviews for GameSpot. I used to make actual text reviews for GameSpot, so I did used to contribute in that aspect. That's about it. Next question is, do you wear video game themed t-shirts? Yes, I do. Right here. Nintendo Rehabilitation Center. The first step is to admitting that you're having a problem. Yeah. Are your video game themed tattoos cool? Yes, they are. If I ever plan on getting a tattoo, I would like to get a big Sonic tattoo, probably maybe on my arm or something. Maybe because Sonic was like my one of my video game heroes when I was little. So I definitely would want to get a Sonic hero, maybe right here on the side of my tricep, like right here, definitely right there. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool though. Next one is, do your real world friends call you by your online multiplayer game? Nah, because I really don't mention my video game life to my colleagues and stuff like that in the workplace, you know. Or I don't call myself Jedi to people in the real world, you know. So no. Next one is, do you own more video games than books? Yes, I do. I have like a small manga collection over there. I have a pretty extensive manga collection, but not as much as my video game collection. My video game collection pretty much dwarfs my manga collection. Have you ever gotten into an argument release date over certain games? No, I haven't actually gotten that far. I haven't really gotten that far, really. Because pretty much, like, I'm not really the argument type, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get into many arguments unless they piss me off or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But usually if it's about something like that, so nah, that's a no for me. And have you won all these arguments? Like I said before, I never really actually been into an argument over that kind of subject, you know, so that's a no for me. The score that I got was a 21. I answered yes 21 times and no 9 times. So, according to this, I have a video game problem. But I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I don't see my video game hobby as a problem, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? This is just good old hearted fun, you know? This is just a little quiz to see how much of a video game addict you are. So people, feel free to make a response to this. Feel free to comment on this. Maybe send a little response to this, you know what I'm saying? Something to really, like, get these questions more known, you know what I'm saying? I like these questions. These questions are really good. And I have to give props to Solid Skeet 228 for these questions, so props to you, dude. Alright, so this is me, Jedi, sign off at you. Spark 'em and peace.